I'm on the Mexican radio. I'm on the Mexican radio. Oh. Hi there. Today is Saturday, January the 7th, 2023. And I, of course, for those of you who already know, am John Anthony Francis Wilcox. I'm even enunciating that quite properly. I hope you're doing well. This is my first Saturday of the new year, 2023. Hello. What shall we talk about? Well, on my end, I'll talk about stuff that went on during the week. It was a big deal for me that's not going to seem like a big deal to you, but on Thursday, I went to the store for the first time in like 2 years. My great niece Isabella brought me to the Patel Brothers Indian Market in Norwalk, and I wasn't sure how it was going to go with the wheelchair and everything, but it went pretty smooth. And by the way, when you are a big fat guy rolling a wheelchair through a store by hand, it really does a job on your old man shoulders, let me tell you. But I was just delighted to be out. I got a bunch of stuff, three kinds of Indian bread, some samosas, some wonderful navel oranges, some mango candies, some banana chips, incense, Indian sea salt, um, and a couple of other things that I just can't remember. And then we went two doors over. I had Bella get me some ahi from the Peruvian restaurant. Ahi, not the fish, but it's a wonderful thing. Like if you go to say a Mexican restaurant, they give you chips and salsa. Well, at a Peruvian restaurant, they give you ahi and like slices of bread, like a baguette, let's say. But ahi is sort of like pureed peppers and some kind of cream or something or other, and I think maybe even lettuce and other spices and goodness, and the result looks seafoam green and tastes incredible. So it was a truly international day because my friend Joan had gone to the store, and while she was at the store, she knew how Michael and I loved this. So there's a great, for those of you that know Norwalk, Connecticut, there's a great Jamaican place where Swanky Frank's used to be, and she got Michael and I their $5 lunch special, which was Jamaican jerk chicken rice. It's mostly rice with little bits of chicken and a wonderful jerk seasoning. So had the Jamaican jerk rice and chicken, and then had Peruvian ahi on Indian bread uh, that same day, and then what did we have that night? Popcorn chicken. So figure out somewhere that that's from. And it was an international day, so that was a great day. It felt wonderful to be back in a store again. I felt once again like a little kid, like when I was in the restaurant the other month. It was just wonderful. So I did that. I continue to do stuff for Prague Sheet. That's going well. Talked to some people today, Saturday. I had a long talk this morning with my friend Ed, and we're doing a thing together that changed. We were initially going to do, Ed had mentioned he wanted to do another Bang album, which was a band we had from 97 to 99. And he wanted to do new material, and I was working on at least one song for that. But in the interim, he came across a lot of tapes from our earliest days on like his back porch, where he and I, and then other people like our pal Mike, and even at one point, I think Ed's daughter Gabby was on it at the time. But we sat on the back and just let ideas fly on acoustic guitars on his back porch, and we had a boombox recording all that. And Ed has been digitizing those recordings pretty nicely. They're far more listenable than I thought they would be. And so he's putting together a CD's worth of, I think, something like 15 songs, um, some of which I didn't remember at all because, you know, it was 25 years ago plus at this point. Um, but it just sounds, it has the juice. So I did a cover for it. I just did some notes for it. And we'll probably just do, you know, a private little thing, maybe send it to radio stations, copies for ourselves, that kind of thing. And that's exciting, you know. It's new old music. It's old new music. It's newly old. It's old yet new. So, and then had some doctor related stuff, more like travel related. Um, and I'm looking forward to it. I got a new old Jimi Hendrix concert from I guess a year or two year or two ago it came out from it says mastered from I guess newly discovered 8-track recording maybe off the board I don't know from that time. So I'm looking forward to that, and it's the good trio with Noel Redding and Mitch Mitchell. I always thought that was the best stuff. Yes, there were other players that were great. You know, I mean they were fine, but you know Billy Cox, Buddy Miles, great players. But I thought the magic lineup was that you know Are You Experienced, Axis, Electric Ladyland lineup. So I got that. I got a Juan Luis Guerra live a CD that came out in 2021. I listened to that already. That's magnificent. And I've got a lot of video stuff to catch up on. And, you know, working away. I must say, I heard a new Peter Gabriel song that I can't think of what it's called. It's called like Paula something calm, Paula calm, and it sounded really average. You know, I love the first three Peter Gabriel albums, especially, and I'm losing the ability to speak as we're doing this, as I'm doing this, and you're watching it. Um, and this just isn't up to that. You know, whatever. I mean, maybe I need to hear it more, but it didn't. It didn't make me go, "Oh boy, some great new music." It wasn't that. Well, whatever, you know. Maybe that doesn't mean that there's not stuff on his upcoming, whenever it gets out there, album that'll be magnificent. Who knows? Maybe you'll listen to this and go, "What are you talking about, John? This thing is great." This Paulo Bacalhau song, um, uh, and it is what it is. So anyway, I hope you're all doing well. There was other stuff. I'm sure I'll remember it afterwards, but you know, again, that was my week for the most part. Talking to people, going to the store, doing stuff, being John. Did a lot of art. Just did a new piece today. Put it up on my DeviantArt. Maybe I'll throw it in at the end of this. How about that? Like the guy used to say on the cable show, it's better than a slap on the belly from a wet trout. And I love it if you know what that was from. I love you. I'll talk to you soon. Be in touch. Bye bye.